defense on Pearl here. The compositions before your screen, we'll see what we have cooked up as the first round is going to kick off. And it seems like Fnatic want to go towards A.
Oh, this is a 2v2. All the way down on this curve, and Bang's the first kill on the game.
Bang feels like a player who grew a lot during LCQ with the opener to start things off. As much as we talk about confidence, I feel like that's a big one.
Yeah, that is huge, but also this protocol that they had in general there. You saw they have 2 stars to take control of this curve area.
Let's go
And then
elbow.
Elbow, sure.
Elbow,
whatever.
banana?
We could just make up things.
We'll
too.
make it up. Yeah.
It looks like a Pac-Man to me, right?
Ooh.
Yeah, that's kind of nice. But either way, the protocol, as soon as there was any sort of fight, as you see Durka taking multiple, actually. He has his TP not too far away to get out of this.
Well, this Boaster's taking so much space down long. I think they want to try to flip back that way.
This is such a cool anchor, too. That's all the way tucked back way where he came from, and he can easily TP to safety in that entire area. It's so quiet, though, and you only have Asuna on this B site. He's all the way in B Link, though.
Remember, Mystic no longer around, so that utility is not going to be a factor in this. They're going to get onto the site with relative ease. Asuna, as you mentioned, the only one really in the same zip code, but just kind of has to wait as his teammates show up, and then they can push their way forward. But it's actually Fnatic who take the fight to 100 Thieves' doorstep. First kill going their way.
All the way in spawn.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, but how much more can they get? Got Boaster who's creeping his way around. Will wins that up. Now he's up top. Should be able to drop down on, but there's a really good post plan set up here from Fnatic. If they don't take care of what's happening on long, if they don't take care of that control, this is going to be very difficult to fuse to hold.
There's a wall out, though. They got to break the wall.
Asuna getting it all the way to half, and you're right, the wall
exposed.
provides cover, but there's enough suppressive fire to get the defuse. 100 Thieves take the pistol.
And instantly prep from 100 Thieves on so many levels. Just the pistol round strat in general, too. They left Asuna on B by himself. Invited Fnatic to join in on that site. And then the entire plan worked really well. Use that wall in the retake. Just as we've seen so many times on Icebox.
One enemy remaining.
Great retake and great start from 100 Thieves.
For them to hold composure once the Sage wall went down to provide. I do think you're right, like getting these jitters out, this is important.
But imagine going up against Fnatic as, you know,
Yeah, that's
comparatively to having... I mean, I guess all the NA teams played Optic anyway, so it doesn't matter. Eco around here for Fnatic, and the approach is not going to be over towards that wall. But look also how 100 Thieves played this. They put the orb down in mid at the top. So it's very difficult to take it from the window side. And again, slow from Durka. He's going to lead the charge this time on the B site. With the Headhunter, you can definitely get a kill here.
Yeah, he's got to be careful. That should be the first cue. Derek dropped the Haunt at the beginning of the round, back down long, and they waited it out. Now they're going to push their way forward. How soon do the rotations come around? The Prowler to try to provide some cover, but Alfier's gotten behind enemy lines. He's only able to get one as Bang trades him out.
Taking that back.
Now they have alley control. They
planted.
just have no site control.
Mystic's the guy who picked up Respector as well. And Boaster, actually almost all of Fnatic is going to be grouped up in the back of sight. There's slows already.
Oh,
This
is a
could be
brutal
dangerous.
spot. Yeah, you've got all sorts of utility. It could cause problems, but it was actually Wills who was really the big difference maker there. No longer around as the spike continues to tick away. How do you get 4 members of Fnatic out of this tiny little alley, and it's like that? 3 from Stellar, 1 from Asuna. 100 Thieves take the second.
Just like that. Durka makes it a little bit hurtful.
Yeah.
For 100 Thieves, though. So with the spike now being planted on both rounds, Fnatic will definitely have a really nice buy here, and 100 Thieves will be bruised and battered. They're not going to have options to go for a true bonus. Instead, they'll take the potential massive hit and a chance to win this round.
Holy smokes, it's almost been a year. Is it that long ago?
Yeah, dude.
349 days.
Long time ago. And the crazy part, too, is 100 Thieves is a really, this roster specifically has not been together for...
What, 2 months?
Yeah,
Leave
it's
the
really,
dream.
it feels like 2 months, but it's a little longer than that. Almost half a year now, which is crazy to think about.
I'll find you.
Same Viper wall that you mentioned defensively from Stellar, and this time a bit different look from
Yeah.
Fnatic. It's much more spread out. They are trying to explore the middle of the map.
They just skip it, too, right? Alpha just dives in front of the wall, takes control of Art, and so it completely nullifies everything but the double doors area. Where Asuna is still prepped and ready. He has his wall. No more slows, though, because the low purchase they're going for.
And Enzo feeling there's a bit of aggression. We've seen the nade running his way. Ooh,
that hit him.
yeah.
Right in the face.
Yeah. Down to 70 HP, no armor. Up top, cheeky. Little corner is able to get one.
They, again, inviting them. That's while the fuel is down for Stellar.
And again, it seems like we're going to end up be 4 strong on the side of Fnatic as they quietly work their way up. Little defenses on this side again. We've seen this round when it was Asuna. This time,
they spotted
Stellar.
him. Also has his orb here, so he can put it up potentially in a second. K coming through on Alpha.
Stellar's job is to delay here. How long can he stay alive? A second molly to provide
30
cover.
seconds left.
And to delay even longer. And now Derek shows up. Alfier out. The spike is just hovering. It's waiting for them to get what it is they're looking for. Utility that they need back up so they can swing out. Oh, and Fnatic are just picking up the shreds. It's just Will and Bang that remain. 2 rifles here. They're in a 2v3. Once again, it's this long control that they try to lean into. The smoke to provide some cover. But Bang is left alone. The Prowler not going to tag him. He may get something here. It's just 1 kill, though. That's all it was. He was flashed up to high heaven. Fnatic get the first round.
And good recognition from Fnatic to stay in front of that smoke that 100 Thieves is consistently trying to keep up.
Yeah.
They had the Viper Orb there, and then the Astra smokes were layering on top of it. And they did have a lower buy there, so they went for a bonus. They'll have full guns here to challenge against Fnatic, who is definitely bringing a little bit of an economic boon.
Nice, boys. Good recovery.
Knowing exactly how to keep the momentum in this. Here's an aggressive play from Will, maybe trying to get up to this cubby, but also 2 stars again, super deep up into the bar.
Prowler to swing out, and those are opposing Astra stars there, so both teams with an understanding that there may be something on the other side of this. The flash goes out, Durka. Oh, with the ult, and it buzzes right by his ear! The swing off of that gets him!
And they've just lost a huge portion of their map control. Fnatic, thankfully the smoke clears and they're able to at least recover some of it, but they don't know what's on the other side now. They're gonna have to be really cautious of a close setup. Also that cubby. But there's just nothing here from Fnatic. They have to call an audible, and it looks like Boasters are already heading back over towards this B site. So for the 4th time in a row, we're eventually going to end up on that site.
That certainly seems to be the case. Remember, it was in the previous round that Fnatic, you even heard it in the comms, great recovery.
Yep.
First plan did not go as they wanted, and they had to audible to this.
And Alfier is always the tip of the spear to get through that smoke as fast as possible.
Yeah.
But oftentimes they're not able to clear out the back of B site. But look, Stellar's not here this time, and there's nobody actually playing in dark, which has been their issue
30
so
seconds
far.
left.
Once again, contact. Boaster creeping his way up mid. This is slightly different. They haven't really applied pressure from this way before while hitting it. Now he's starting to drop all the stars to provide cover. They've taken B.
Don't forget how aggressive they were in their pistol round 2 to push up into spawn and hold the front of sight rather than go for the post plants that Paper Rex was going for.
There's Alfier who did it. Now Derek has to wait back to see if there's anyone coming in through double doors.
Well divided.
Cosmic Divide through.
Spike's on the other side of that.
Yeah, now you've got the Nightfall to work with as well. Bang is already fallen. No controller around, at least on the Astral side of things. You see the Seekers through as well. Spotting a couple members of 100 Thieves.
They keep the front of the wall.
With the flash. And it's because they haven't been able to get him out of this corner. They haven't been able to get him out of that back alley. Now Austin creeps forward. You've got more in resources. 100 Thieves break through just in the nick of time.
How did they just demolish Fnatic there? They took all the time in the world to clear out the back of sight, to take the front of the Astral Wall that they put down before anything even happened. While the Astral Wall falls is when the kills fall too. Look at this retake. Asuna all the way at the front. The defuse goes on, and at this point there's not even any utility anymore for Fnatic. Boaster didn't have any stars to even pull the diffuser through that wall.
Yeah, they dumped everything on the take. Yeah.
So they lose the bonus but recover immediately.
Note here for Fnatic. Alfier with his ult. Boaster with a frenzy.
Find you.
And it seems like he's going to try to take Art. You see it, the flash through for Alfier to take that space. And he may have not gotten all the way up, but he's tucked around. One of the 36,000 cubbies that are on this map.
No, that's actually Pocket, though.
Oh, you're right. I got that one wrong. But again, a heavy investment mid here.
Yeah, it's quiet for 100 Thieves, and they're really not gathering too much info other than Derek, who's jump spotting from the back of B site. But they know, given that haunt, which they've already seen, Alpha here could definitely be close art.
Yeah, Derek should be up shortly. It just went out.
Alpha's going to use his ult to try to challenge Bang here, who is just completely ready. Oh, they're going to the sewers!
Challenging, yeah, into sewers. It was the Prowler that gave Will away, and Alpha swings off of it and gets the kill. And now they have alley control. Now they can push their way towards B. But much like we saw in the previous round, 100 Thieves have control of that back alley. And guess what? Alpha's not done yet. A 3v2 in favor of Fnatic.
Asuna has the spike, though. Oh,
that would have been so big.
He's the real thief here.
Stellar with the Molly right into Mystic Slap, and that hurts. Asuna trying to find the swing, and there's suppressive cover from up top, and Asuna gets the kills. Now it's Alpha who's left alone. Ult no longer in play. Can he get the clutch? Can he get the 1v2? Oh, he spotted Stellar, but the shots don't land, and they're just going to push him. They're going to swing out together. They have to clear him out, but Alpha's gotten into a 1v1. He's already got 3, and Stellar wins the clutch. He wins the 1v1, and he gets the defuse.
Hairy round. But Stellar, the IGL, holds strong against the young player from Fnatic. But Asuna with the hold. He got challenged immediately in B-Link. Bang did. And Asuna was there to support. This fight as well onto Will. They didn't really capitalize on any of the sewers push other than getting the first pick.
One enemy remaining. That's 3.
Which, mind you, was a big one, right? Dropping out the raise, but you're right.
I really don't think that's going to be much of their... It's so weird to see emotion out of Sean. Trying to flush them out of.
Yeah. Interesting note here. I believe this is a different Viper wall. Yeah. And yeah, the pit laid right over the top of it. The thing is, they've kind of explored art, but not a lot.
Asuna's gotta be careful.
Got Durka up to higher ground, but then backs up. Prowler's gonna follow him through, but there's no follow-up yet.
It's interesting that this wall, which is primarily used all the way deep into mid, also covers the A main. They just collect the orb and fall off. This one, they want to force through this pit into art.
They don't have Enzo's Nightfall. They don't have any like clear utility to get
like
through it.
You could see on top potentially a head pokes out there on the stairs.
Paula, we may see a B hit for the first time. Or an A hit, excuse me, for the first time.
There's no slows from Asuna. Derek is playing all the way back down this alleyway here.
He's so far back.
He's got the Nightfall too to help out Asuna in this, and he's playing on top of Dugout. That's not an angle you expect when you're first new to playing the map.
Remember, Asuna does not have the wall. There's Nightfall. You've got the relay, or the fast lane, excuse me, to find some space, and Alphair goes right through it and gets 2. Both members that you mentioned trying to hold the line on the site, gone. You still have the Viper's Pit you can maybe try to deal with, but no, Alphair seems to want to do it all himself. 3 on the round already, 2 just on the other side. But can they hold back? Alphair's got 4. 10 HP. He's not able to get the ace. Boy, he came close.
He wanted it.
Yeah, he
Most
did.
is already covering. Sewers too.
So far ahead of the round.
What a great execute. The amount that went into that. The haunt for Alphair to get into that smoke. The utility that was pushing Derek out of that smoke in general too. And then the spam too on Asuna. He was flashed. Couldn't break that haunt. And it's because of things like that, the prep that goes in these executes, that Fnatic is getting the spike down every round. It's wild that 100 Thieves is able to still have the lead in that situation, because usually the retakes are hard.
Yeah. And they've been playing super soft, at least on B.
They've broken the money, though, finally. And this is Sean Garris and Stellar's chance to go for a push into mid.
Yeah, but Alphair seems to be ready for it. And again, he's got that ultimate. Oh, a shoulder given away, but you swing out and you see five Thieves just waiting for you. And you get cleaned up for it.
Can't get the gun, though. Oh, he just picked it up. There's nobody to actually punish.
But off of this, I mean, yeah, there was a lot of fun mid. But while that was happening, Fnatic have gotten onto B. They've taken full control. Once again, we're seeing them push aggressively into spawn.
Oh, Good jump spot from Austin. They're so aware of that. Just the walkabout deep into spawn. And Will has his ult too. They're playing close. This could be dangerous. Will could definitely punish them.
Got Durka playing real close by too. Well, as you mentioned, no danger there.
So much
no danger at all. Clean round out from Fnatic.
Too many different areas that they've completely controlled after that initial mid push. So good call from Boaster there to just run it down B once again.
And again, all of the info that Alfear got off of that early swing really just kind of secured things for them. And as you were mentioning, it was a pistol round for him, but it is worth noting, Fnatic were down 4-1, call a timeout, and I mean, 100 Thieves haven't won a round since.
Yeah. Couple ults here for Fnatic. Some good ones for the execute too. Again, going for the same main controller. Mystic does not care about the smoke that's put down at the beginning of the round. Just destroys him.
Seeker's used. You see Enzo go back, pick up the spike, and it seems like they want to go towards A. Cosmic Divide. How much further can it keep him back? The flash through it. Asuna waiting on the other side as Durka decides to go the long way around.
They just took the site with 3 people.
Look at where Durka is. He's tucked in this tiny little corner, again, on the other side of the Cosmic Divide. There's no way they expect him here.
And Alfear's just gotten to help Mystic here in secret.
He very well may walk right by this. Mystic takes her bang, as you mentioned.
Saving already?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Oh, nice response out from Will.
It's crazy, just did a little bit more damage too. If his teammates were still there, there might have been a chance to punish the overextension, but Boaster's already down in mid, ready to collect the exits.
He's pretty healthy himself. Oh, on the other side of the box, forces out the swing. Will cleans it up half a second late. But either way, we've seen a very clear difference on how Fnatic have been approaching these attacking rounds from the timeout up until now.
Yeah.
And it's working.
Well, once they get these ults up, Mini's a guy who thinks a lot about how to use these ults to give themselves the best possible advantage. And good on Mystic as well. To just instantly pounce. Keep Stellar up close.
Note that they're both playing in art right now. There may be something where if he gets in a bit of world of hurt, the res brings him back up.
Yeah, that's exactly the plan right now. Give Will an opportunity to hunt. Oh, but Durka's been set up too.
Yeah, the recall on that star, the little film that's been out for Pearl.
They've got so much control here in mid. And it nets them the easy kill. Will's out of there.
Yeah.
Did he get the heal? No, he has to actually go all the way through sewers to get it from Asuna. Did not pose any more danger because you could see Enzo's ready to pounce back onto that. This has been the story for a lot of the rounds from Fnatic, but Durka has not yet been able to find super value. This time he has the op though, so let's see. There's 2 players playing up in heaven.
Yeah, if anyone dare jiggle that again, you imagine you'll have a kneecap blown off, a shoulder, something.
I mean, at this point, Derek should be playing for contact off of Will, right?
You hear the op shot go off. Now they understand what's on the other side of this fight. Haunt spots Derek, no follow-up damage.
Only 40 seconds here. Boaster has found himself through double doors.
A sneaky son of a gun that he is, and he's going to continue to push his way forward.
There's so little time for them to actually get anything. Boaster has to catch a rotator.
30 seconds
he may
left.
onto Stellar if the timing lands just right. Oh, but Stellar's waiting for it. He's looking at it.
Oh!
And that's going to give him a weapon.
He can now flank Asuna too. He's only got a Sheriff. The slows could really cause problems though.
Note that Asuna's here alone though. With 13 seconds left.
Oh, they're just stuck right now. They're in mud.
10 seconds
Yeah,
left.
they may end up getting the site anyway. Yeah, they are. Asuna's just here alone. Now they're going to show up and fight for the retake. It's going to be a 5v3. And note, there's still 2 rifles in the hands of 100 Thieves.
And Boaster's giving up the flank too.
Can they get through this? You've got the wall to help out. And there's a showstopper, the Haunt. And there it is. And he gets one on Enzo. It was actually Durka who was a target, but Durka gets away. They're still up, they're still healthy, and look at Mystic. Nothing found, nothing doing.
You really needed that Boaster flank to work out in this round.
Well, that was so late.
Because
You're
if he doesn't, I mean, Asuna has the comfort to fall back there, and they still maintain the back of spawn, so not having that really punishes them. That's a thrifty win for them. There was only 1 gun in that round.
Not just that, it's a thrifty round win. The lead goes back their way, and they pick up the op from Durka.
I'm just laughing at Boaster crouching through the hole. You're right, though. So much. Thankfully, they did use Will's ult, so that's not up anymore.
Asuna rocking the op. Light armor here. Again, he still has that res to work with, and he's going to be holding down B long. And note, it doesn't seem like that's where Fnatic are headed, although we've been baited into thinking that many a round before this one.
There's just so many defensive protocols that Fnatic have to consider because 100 Thieves is putting out the entire strat book right now on all sides of the map.
The Prowler to clear out Art, doesn't spot anything. They're looking to try to take this alley control. They're going to push Stellar back. He's trying to dodge the stuns. He spots Alfier, but that's it. Oh, that's a big one. As soon as the smoke goes down, Will's there to greet Boaster.
And the double face, too. That's challenging Fnatic's default that they're continuously putting players off by themselves.
This should be the first time they get through Art, and look at the defensive setup from 100 Thieves. Oh. They have 4 members all around with 3 now, but they still have heavy presence here.
Don't forget, you could easily be flanked here if you commit through Art.
Yeah, and that's what Stellar's looking for. He's been spotted already, so now they understand, well, previously it was just a threat. Now they know it's there. And they're going to push right into it. Yeah, it's Alfier who tries swinging into it, and Stellar holds the line. Bang keeps him back too. Durka gets one off the pen, but how much more can he find? Asuna still with the op. He's starting to rotate over, but you've got Derek and Bang who are here, and they clean things up. 100 Thieves to 6.
That push down onto Stellar was certainly a little ill-advised from Fnatic. Because, again, time running down, you're also just kind of taking the bait, right? Sure, they kill Will, but you have the follow-up here from Derek and Bang as well. They're re-clearing Art. The grab well was beautiful, too. I mean, there was so much there from 100 Thieves. And instead, Fnatic spot one player, and they want to kill him because they think he's exposed by himself.
What did Fnatic do here? A fast hit towards A. I think we've only really seen this in the pistol, but the gravity well again is the problem. And now you've got the Nightfall to push them back even more, but it's countered. We've got one of their own. Prowler's gonna find Enzo.
Poison's off.
The intent of this round from Fnatic was to go for a split on A. You saw the stun through the little window.
Yeah, into Art.
And it just gets completely denied by 100 Thieves utility.
Got an alarm bot in mid. And you see Mystics there checking to see if anyone pushes in through Art. But once again, Fnatic heading towards B. Asuna still has that op, and he's been patient.
And there's no cross smoke this time that they do at the beginning of the round, but Dirk has popped his op!
Oh my gosh! And not a moment too soon. Now the op is down. There's no one close by to recover it.
Ridiculous. He pops that late in the round. Asuna feels safe to try to re-peek angles.
Split-second decision, man.
You heard it. You heard the ult line go off, and you knew what was coming.
It looked like the op was recovered for just a moment. Durka goes back to the Vandal. The op actually goes in the hands of Enzo.
Double op now.
But they're so close. They're both ops are in that same nook, cranny, alley thing. Cosmic Divide to keep him back.
He's got to get a
But once again, they've gotten past the Cosmic Divide they set up before, and there it is. Durka with another. Yeah, I think he cleared out the room, but with that op shot. 35 HP, and they swing right into his lap. Understanding there's pressure coming in from both sides, he tries to keep it at bay. Boaster's been cleared out as well. A 2v2 Stellar on the tap. They're going to swing him. They're both going to swing him at the exact same time. An excellent response from Fnatic.
Just such a good recovery.
Durka's shot opens that round up for Fnatic.
Of course. They would have had such a difficult time to clear Asuna, but the problem for Asuna was at the beginning of that, before they even get the sight. Here's the shot from Durka. This right here, Asuna has to cover both B Link and B Long. Yeah. And that is an impossible task for a non-chamber or jet opper.
Yeah, it's so difficult. No mobility.
Careful, Zed.
See the pings on the minimap from Fnatic already, expecting someone there. No op in the hands of 100 Thieves this time around.
Yeah, it's not something that they're relying on at all on this map. Don't necessarily have the money for it anyways, but
here.
Challenging this was difficult. How does that happen?
It seemed like he just slipped right around a smoke.
Boaster just doesn't understand that wall yet.
And that got Will the op. It was off of taking Pac-Man control. I guess we're sticking with that. And they get the orb. No, all right, we'll change it. They get the orb and they get Will his ult. Fnatic getting the spike down on B, and once again, Alfier going aggressive. And he finds the kill, man. He sees everything through the magnifying glass of self-confidence, but Will, with the showstopper, goes in, goes aggressive. Alfier still up top, and they haven't cleared him out. Stellar and Bang, the only two left. Last round of the half. And there's really, I mean, if Stellar gets a kill, maybe he's got the pit, maybe he can make a play out of this, but no. Mystic gets Fnatic to 6 with 3 kills to clean things up. 4-1, 4-4.
One enemy remaining.
Screen there, 100 Thieves, they're just like criminally good at pistols, man. They rarely lose those. They won the first half one, and now they've got a chance to do it again.
That's a good start again.
Excellent start. Mystic with the trade, but Bang continues to push his way forward.
Let's see if they can match Leviathan, who's 8-0 in pistols on their group exit into playoffs.
Dog, it's been one pistol.
Come
on. I mean, maybe.
I mean, I'm just going off the stat data, man. I just do what I'm told.
They're getting closer and closer. Seems to be the case. Just Dirk and Boaster. You see they're so far from each other. And Boaster, oh boy.
Oh, that was close.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. But off of that, they're just going to rotate into A, and you've got Dirk who's going to take the long way around.
He's going to come from an angle that's difficult for them to anticipate. But thankfully, they have 3 players. And this is where they want to play post-plant from, so there shouldn't be any problems.
And I guess you can see the Roomba was used early on to go back into spawn. Stellar's going to be the first line of defense here.
Jump spotting over top of that little shed. It's too easy.
We've seen that be a problem before.
I mean,
the Molly keeping Durka back.
He's just locked out.
Yeah, there's just no way in. Go high low. Oh boy. Ben cleans it up at the end. I saw him go from crouch to uncrouched, and
Don't worry. You know what you always say.
Wasn't even close.
There you go. 2-0 for Pistols for 100 Thieves, 7-6. They take the lead again. And Will is definitely feeling confident. For his international debut with as much criticism as he got regionally, it's great to see. Only one half in, but everybody had the question on their minds. Can Will actually be a Lanimal after everything that was said about him online?
It's early, but he seems to be answering those questions, and he wants to go aggressive already.
What is that? They've got a Molly going through the window and a Haunt, too, with a double satchel from Will. So cool.
2 Prowlers to clear out Elbow, and they've gotten onto A. Well, I mean, there's no alarm bot. There's no contest at all.
It's drilled. Look, the Molly's on top of the smoke.
Yeah.
Got secret smoked out. There's a nade going into dugout to clear that, too. Meanwhile, Fnatic, they're like, yeah, let's just walk push. Let's walk push stack.
This has the potential to be chaotic here, depending on where they go.
Sure. Yeah, I'd say they have to come into art after what happened to Durka last round.
Yeah. And it's just Austin who's here. I mean, you've got Will close by.
He has a ghost, too.
All right.
It's overwhelmed.
One line down. Dodges the flash. Oh, it looks like he may have flashed himself. He's got 3. Enzo, who's going to show up at the very end of the round. He's anticipating pressure from which side he can find. And ideally here, he stays alive just to die to the spike. That's exactly what happens.
It's a pretty perfect anti-eco there from 100 Thieves. Asuna didn't even have a weapon, and Will got 4 kills. He's really close to that ult, and he only had a Spectre too, so he's easily ready to fight in this bonus.
And this is better than they looked in the first half at this juncture, right? Remember, it was very costly because of Durka previously. Yeah. Now they can ride this in a bit more.
Now is here where the desk's question about what are they going to do, Fnatic, with Alfier?
Yeah.
Because he has a gun now. They're all light armor, though. I expect him to go for a lot of those extremity controls that 100 Thieves was going with the combination of Alfier and his stuns plus the grab wells and smokes. But they're not opting for that. They're going to have a 1-3-1 setup here.
Prowler spotting Alfier.
No bot lineup for Will. Might keep Alfier back, actually. They fight in front of it.
Exchange of utility as they continue to fight their way in through double door while Bang creeps his way up. towards A. And there's nobody step further up. The alarm bots, once you get past into the site. So they can take a lot of space before they're found.
There's a complete difference in philosophies, too, about the approach on this attack side. Because they're using mid 100 Thieves a lot more than Fnatic was.
They can get so far up, Bala. They've taken Art. They should be able to take Elbow. Now they have 3 members left here. Fnatic do. They get 2 now. But Boaster's got Phantom. And Alfier's here too.
Down A.
It's a 3v3 here for the site. Spectre in the hands of Will. Can he find any value with that thing as he creeps his way forward just on the other side of the smoke? Boaster there waiting. The stinger doesn't land. Boaster wins that out. And the numbers just crumble on the side of 100 Thieves. It's all Derek, and he's not going to clutch his way through that one.
Love the jump up on the ledge, too, from Durka and Enzo. But that was a difficult situation, right? A lot of the utility had already been spent. And you have Will trying to go for a play into that smoke. Boaster holds strong, though. There's no utility to get him into it, which was the biggest problem. This is backside anchor, too, from Boaster. Somehow, Durka was there in time because they took a little bit of time after they took past the little back alley into sewers.
So Fnatic respond when they should, as we'd expect them to. You've got 100 Thieves, full guns, still light armor, all on the side of Fnatic, and they had the money to buy.
Surprisingly.
Also note the 2 ults on the side of 100 Thieves. They take some mid space, and then they just stop.
The big one I'm looking at is the Cosmic Divide.
Yeah.
Compared with the Sage Wall, you saw how Paper Rex was using it. You could easily get the plant down. And a lot of what actually was happening in NA was relying on your Astra player to get a lot of those ults up.
Look at Will. Oh! Not close enough. He didn't take a lick of damage. Entirely unscathed through that.
But they get space. Austin is able to stay here for quite a little while. They've already put their wall up towards B. They are running out of utility, so they might even run into the same issue that they ran last time.
Yeah, a couple of misfires here.
But they just used actually Mystic with his Trailblazer up into Art. Saw nothing. And he falls a little bit farther back.
Yeah, note here though, much like we said in the previous round, this is a very similar setup. They've gotten into Art, they've gotten into this alley. They get all of this space.
Oh, look at Enzo. He's pushing out mid right now. Alfia is rotating. They've got this completely red.
Cosmic Divide through, and again, you've got Enzo who may be on the flank here. This may be a problem. So they've sectioned off the 3 members of Fnatic. We're still playing backside and in secret. But they've got to worry about Enzo. Enzo's going to play spoiler here. He's got a chance at it. He somehow got Will, but Bang trades it out. Cosmic Divide still keeping him back, but they've already pushed their way through. The threat of the Cosmic Divide is gone, and they put up a wall of their own. They've got lineups, they've got gravity walls. Boaster's just going to hold it the entire way. Oh my gosh, the Molly keeps him back, but they've gotten it to half. Mystic may be able to do it himself, and he does. We're tied at 8.
How did he stay on the spike? There was a grab well. Did they anti-grab well him? I'm so lost. We need to see that again. Boaster almost full defused, and then Mystic just finishes it. Threw a Molly too. Oh, there's a Seize. Did the Seize keep him?
Surely not, right?
The Seize kept him in place, I think.
Isolate and exterminate.
Round 17 before us. Boaster has his ult. Tied at 8 apiece here on Pearl. And again, a push into Alley. A push into Hall and a kill for Will. A slight blunder here last time we saw him in this spot. This time no showstopper, no satchel to cause problems. Got the up here too. Dirk takes some damage, has to back up a tit.
Pulling them in.
Oh, and they're going to fight into Art. Boaster's there, and he's going to spot so many players. Are they expecting Mystic? No, they were not! But Asuna flies across the screen and trades him out.
And somehow they come out with that advantage. That is crazy. Trademark slows them down, though. They should be able to get on the site, but Alfia somehow is getting himself all the way to dugout.
He's alone. He's alone. Alfia are 1 point away from having his ult. They can't really rotate back. And he's only got light armor. Can he be the anchor late in this round? They see the Astro Stars go up. That should draw the rotate. Slow orbs. Durka goes back. Alfear puts a wall up, starts to spam through it. Not landing any shots yet.
Almost isolates the planner.
9 bullets, and now you're going to have to deal with Viper's Pit too. Like, the situation wasn't hard enough as it is. How does Durka with an op, who has now arrived, find value out of this op? Or do they just save? That seems to be the case.
Wow. 100 Thieves debut, and after a blunder like we just saw in the last round, they maintained composure even after this round started out really well for Fnatic. Hundred Thieves holds strong and gets another spike plant and explosion. They are going so well right now with the way that they're reading the map, and the difference is so stark.
And worth noting here for Stellar and Bang, they don't have a ton of money. They went through that round without taking any damage. They don't need to buy up full armor or anything like that. As we get near to the end of the map, when it's as close as this, those little things matter.
Jump shot from Asne as well. Keeps the advantage for them.
Yeah, but how many times have we seen that turn into a third kill, too?
Yeah, that's true. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's ridiculous that Austin is the guy to do it again, too, because he's constantly doing stuff like that. He's laughing about it all the way to the bank. Slow lineups for him. Double slow. Used very early.
2 ults on the side of Fnatic. The three remaining members 1 point away. Now Durka's got his. I imagine he'll be using that here. He's got that operator already, but they're trying to work their way into B, and Will pushes into the smoke.
Face your fear!
What a mad lad.
Too.
Durka deafened, decayed, and deterred for now.
Teleport's ready.
What can they find? Where can they go? The reinforcements have arrived. Oh, surely not. Oh, that buzzed right by his hand. Holding a second as the Prowler tries to pave the way. Oh, he's going to get a kill like this, isn't he? He's been flirting with it for as long as he has. It seems inevitable. Here comes the swing, but Durka with the shot. And now the Cosmic Divide through. Will trying to spam across as Boaster gets it to half. Swings off, gets the kill, but it's Bang who holds them back.
No wahala. I end the trouble.
Bang again is so clutch in these situations. And he holds the lead for 100 Thieves. So close for Fnatic to hold that. The wall comes up for them too. This was the round. What a swing. Out of the corner. Just found himself a little pocket. So they could definitely make a round out of this, especially with Boaster investing a Guardian into this round.
And do they just go fast?
One ult popped.
There it is. Durka took some damage too. He has to back up.
Just took a little decay there, actually.
Bomb buddy out.
Look at how interestingly 100 Thieves are playing. Stellar's still back in spawn.
They're just neutralizing it right now. Alfear's popped his ult. They're definitely trying to go for this, but they expected them to have committed.
Yeah.
And they haven't.
He finds nothing. Execution styles. Asuna's waiting. Now they're going to push up towards the middle of the map. Again, remember, these are 2 members who are further back in Bang and Stellar. Now they creep their way forward. Enzo waiting in Art. He still has his ult.
They've just slowed it all down. The original plan was to try to punish. Well, let's see what you can do. Try punishing us. Go ahead.
Right there.
Great calling from Stellar here. Still have to deal with potentially Durka, and they're coming to his site.
Han's going to spot him, and he's smoked off, so they know he's there, and he can't have a challenge. He's just going to have to swing his way through the smoke if he wants a shot at this thing. No.
Spike planted.
Shoots one off and then gets away.
Oh.
Bang has fallen, and Enzo's got a weapon. Oh, but the timing's not great. But he may have heard him. He did hear him, and he lands the shots on Stellar as well.
Where are you?
Enzo on land activated.
How have they flipped this thing back in their favor? Now the Seekers are used. They have full control. They've dropped everything. The Seeker's going to find Asuna on the flank, so they know he's there. Mystic's going to get it to half. Boaster cleans it up, but they get the kill onto him. But it's still at half. It's still at half. They've got to get the kills. And Durka may be doing it himself. You hear the showstopper Will just biding his time. Boaster with a brutal decision before him and a showstopper as well.
Destroyed again. After it looked like they actually had a chance in that round. But they're neutralizing Durka so well in the back of sight. You saw it before the hit even came. Utility after utility was landing on him. The rendezvous has to use before he even sees anybody.
Yeah. Almost landed that kill. That was so close.
And Enzo's just not fast enough to actually fight while that defuse is going down. Plus Derek in the smoke.
You said he didn't show emotion like that?
I mean, when he's back, somewhat involved in the server. There's an opening. There's how you get some value, Durka. Yeah. We actually did not see that in their loss against Paper X back at Copenhagen, where he takes the initiative.
Big opener out from him. Interesting wall to get the res back up, bring Derek into the fold once again. The Molly's going to keep Boaster back. And remember, Durka's on the opposite side of the map, so they should feel a bit more comfortable about getting B long control here. Push their way forward. They've gotten up so far. And they're going to have backside control too.
Something that concerns me as the spike goes down. We have a 5v5. Durka is flanking with an op.
Yeah, but you've got Derek who's waiting for it too. Meanwhile, the rest of the fight is going to happen on the site.
They just used a haunt.
And he waited around it, so they don't know that he's coming. But the timing's going to have to be good. Alpha here slides his way forward. He's able to get one. Asuna on the trade. Mystic going to back where Alpha was just a moment ago to find the same level of value. And Mystic gets another. And it was Durka on the flank to clean it up at the end. It was a slow burn, but a good one nonetheless.
But they really didn't even need him. Mystic and Alpha just make a meal out of the players in back of sight. And 100 Thieves, momentum was with them. But they decide finally to go towards that B site. And they pay for it. The money is still not even that great for them too.
I'm out of here.
They won 3 rounds in a row, you're right, it wasn't.
One less.
Mystic's so good in that spot.
You saw it in the first half too.
Yeah. 2-round lead here still for 100 Thieves. And you mentioned it, Balla. The money not great. You see it reflected in the buy. 2 Spectres and a Stinger.
They do have the Astral Wall though. But it's difficult to play post plants with these types of weapons, so how are they going to really use that to great effect?
I mean, they're doing a good job of trying to get close quarter combat. Oh boy.
Oh, the head is visible.
Oh my gosh.
Happy with that one. Durka isn't.
No. You were mentioning how 100 Thieves go about this round. They were doing a good job of getting close quarter combat because of the weapons that they have. Again, in the Spectres and the Stingers, they were using Prowlers to take space and swing off of that. But now that they've gone through most of that utility, how do they approach? They have no room but to clear space. They have no Prowlers to clear space.
Pang is so far up A. He's by himself here.
They smoked off, but it's deep. The alarm bot's going to spot them, and that's exactly where they're going. They're going to have to clear it out, and that might be a spam spot. Yeah, there it is. As soon as the alarm
Look
bot
at the
goes
flank!
out, spam is there, and what flank? Boaster was wise to it. They're just going to push in. Oh, they're going to push in, and him with 44 HP is able to get another.
30 seconds left.
I mean, what are your options here?
You're stuck in the middle of the map.
With nowhere to go.
The wall is still available here, but Stellar just put it up, so by the time they get there,
It's going to be gone, and Durka's waiting on the other side. Dodges the haunt again. 13 seconds left. The operator continues to be a problem.
10 seconds left.
They should be able to carry that. Well, actually, yeah, they are going to be able to get that op. Carry it into the next round. Fnatic win another. Who's going to be there to contest it, but they're going to take so much space.
remember last time we saw these lineups from Asuna, it was double slows. One outside of the art push, and the other one to deny somebody going back towards secret.
Face your fear!
This 3-man flank is going to be brutal. It only tags 1 member in secret, as you mentioned. Enzo close by. The Prowler's going to hunt him all the way back.
This is ridiculous.
Are they accounting for this flank? Enzo's no longer around, but I mean, the real threat is behind them. The Cosmic Divide's going to keep them back, or at least Boaster. Bang is waiting. Bang is waiting. He's ready for it. The op shot doesn't land. but are you expecting 2 more? I think that's a big issue here.
But they're all going back towards the art side, so they're using their Viper Wall too. This is going to be difficult, even if it's unexpected.
Oh, the round has collapsed for Fnatic.
Taken out.
Maybe Mystic can do something about it. He's got the Seekers. He goes to the Prowler. You see Alfie are pushing his way forward. Mystic's left alone. 38 HP, the Gravity Well, the spam. 100 Thieves, map point. That could have been so disastrous.
Yeah.
But they handled it so well.
And it came so slow from Fnatic too. And meanwhile, Durka splits from his team. Look at this, 3 guns right now. You just saw 3 guns purchased from Fnatic. The rest of the players cannot.
They've just done such a good job. Like, you can see it in their game plan. Fnatic want to apply pressure off the flanks, understanding there is no trip to cover the flank or anything like that. They have to face those flanks themselves. But 100 Thieves a step ahead, expecting that level of pressure.
They're going fast with this Viper Wall this time. First time they're actually using it when it's match point.
What a gift of a map that's been so far. Slow going into backside. Clear out everything around them. It's just Boaster and Enzo here. The wall up, and this is the hit we were kind of expecting for a long time, but Boaster spams through the box!
Down B.
Bang is taken backside. And now they've got the Seekers to work with too.
Still making it work.
Yeah.
They got the pit.
100 Thieves have advantage. They've got numbers advantage.
Mystic's
And now
in.
they have the Shroud too. Mystic not able to find anything off of that. Pushes the Seekers off, but Alfie are surely not. Is this where he spells disaster? No! Derek drops him. Durka in a 1v4 to keep the map alive. And he's not able to do it. As soon as he steps